I wanted to explain narcissism from a parts work perspective. So in parts work, depending on what system you're using, there are a few different categories of parts. You have wounded parts. These are the parts that have been traumatized and are deeply hidden in the psyche to be protected. You have protector parts that are in line to protect the wounded parts by any means necessary. And then you have certain systems that branch the protectors into managers and firefighters. Firefighters give quick fixes and quick distractions like addictive behaviors to quickly deal with emotions. And managers are more like the parts that manage the day-to-day of the personality and make sure that we don't see certain things and we project them onto other things. And those are the ones that will give us shame about certain behaviors as well. Everybody has these parts, even if you haven't been through trauma, and the more trauma has affected you, you will have more parts and more splits in your overall system. Parts work says that there are no bad parts. We must integrate and accept all, because all are human. None could possibly be bad. So in a narcissist, it is that the protector part has completely taken over the emotional system. I no longer have access to my human emotions because my protector is making them inaccessible to me. This is an unconscious process. I don't know that I have lost access to my emotional system. I may have some clues that I sort of feel numb and I sort of feel like I have to perform my emotions. But essentially, every human emotion has been pushed into the shadow. If you're familiar with parts work, this is a system that understands our personality as being movable and changeable. And this is the reason that I believe narcissism is movable and changeable, because things don't have to stay in the shadow. Things can be worked with and integrated. Narcissism, depending on how total it is, has to do with shame-bound emotions. Someone learned that nearly every emotion they have is wrong. They probably had a parent who said, "When you have needs, you're selfish," something to that effect. And the problematic part is that they can no longer see that they are doing this behavior, and the behavior that they're doing is completely destructive to other human beings. And most narcissistic people are never able to admit that that's what they're doing because they can't fully see that that's what they're doing. And they're more likely to look outward to other people as being the problem. And generally, this takes a lot of therapy and willingness on the part of the person who is doing the work.